Everybody, hello! This is the Triple B Experience. I'm Bad Bubba Brewer, the new improved Triple B Experience. And let me take it right now to Mav Gary DeBar. Shazam!
Hey, everybody. So, Bubs, what took so long?
Well, technological advancements not in my opponent there, sir. You know what I mean? So now we got it thanks to Todd DeFazio at idiotradio.net. Thank you, Todd. Now
That's
we
right.
can do this so people can actually see us, and now we can it's proved. You know, it's like a old classic car.
So it's just funny because, you know, the Triple B Experience, you and I have been friends for a long time, right?
That's correct.
Never got an invite to be on the show.
Well, I didn't know.
Here I am. You keep
do
reeling
it.
me in. I think I'm out. You just keep reeling me back in.
I didn't know how to do it, Mav. I swear to God, I tried it one time. And I looked. God helped me out one time. I looked at the screen and I froze. So I can see you, and I love your backdrop though. Like,
and I love yours, my man.
Well, both of us together, we're like Oreo fucking cookies, man. You know. So anyway, it's we are going to do this now. You are on board, and
right.
We are going to do the best Triple B experiences we possibly can do, because now it's video, and then we can go on social media on idiotradio.net and then go all over the place and actually have guests and stuff like that. So I'm honored that you're with me. And
well, thank you. Everybody knows why I'm actually here, though, right?
Probably to keep me reined in, probably.
That's right. That's exactly. See, I'm surprised you admitted it.
I did.
If anybody's watching, anybody's a follower of Bad Bubba Brewer, right? Or the infamous Bad Bubba Brewer. Did anybody watch the interview he did, the podcast? What's the, I apologize. What's the...
Well, it's Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk and Shop, and that was
That's
actually
right.
2 weeks ago. Those guys were great guys, Larry Stryker and JJ Ludd. I give you props. It was not supposed to be that long.
Well, here's the thing. It took me 4 days to get through the damn thing.
Wow.
And then when the guys, they were done asking their questions, right?
I'm sorry.
They kept going. They were done with the interview.
I know. I do that all the time.
Then the next week, somebody we both know, Bill Collier, on. It was 28 minutes.
Well, Bill's very...
An hour and a half.
Bill's soft-spoken.
An hour and a half, 38 minutes for this guy right here.
I'm soft-spoken. I just don't know when to shut up.
No, but you got stories for days. You love this stuff.
I love this podcasting stuff now because my mouth is now my greatest strength now. Also, my greatest weakness. So it's both. It's a double-ended sword.
In some regards, yes, but no, Bubs. In all seriousness, it's awesome to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you. We did a What's Brewing podcast.
We did,
and we got started, and it kind of didn't fizzled out a little bit. But this here, we're going to do a lot of great stuff. I have delusions of grandeur. I really do.
Well, like you said, this isn't the first podcast you and I've done together. Like,
no,
so
we actually
did the What's Brewing.
Well, there's two of us. Two of the Triple B Double D Heavyweight podcast. 2 to 3.
Yep. So this is the first one. So this is exciting. I'm excited to be here. But how about we enough with the small talk, because we have a big ass show, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is Triple B. I'm Gary D.
Right here.
We are together collectively the PIC, Partners in Crime.
Right.
And this is the experience, baby. So let's do it.
I know that mug of ours. I tell you what, it's probably in every post office in Western Pennsylvania. We look badass. Like we look like remember that Life movie with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy?
Well, hey, better in the post office than on a milk carton, right?
Well, that's true. Unless it's chocolate milk.
But anyway, so just real quick, what the hell have you been up to, man? I mean, I know you and I converse via text a lot, and then recently with the video calling and stuff, but what's up?
Well, since the Steelers, we're going to talk about the Steelers, but since the Steelers lost to Cleveland, I cut my cable out.
Hey,
so I was so mad. I cut cable, and I've been streaming, and I've been just watching shows now. I got HBO Max and Disney. So that's all I've been doing is working, watching TV, and trying to work out in that order, kind of.
Well, let's just get into our first segment here, right? You mentioned stuff you've been watching. We're gonna call this segment, right? Segment number 1.
Okay.
We're gonna call it the BVR, right? Not the DVR, but the BVR.
The BVR.
Yep.
Okay.
Public Video Record, right? So this is a show. What have you been watching, Bubs?
Well, I actually, everybody and their brother watched The Mandalorian. I'm done with that.
Stuff.
Yeah, that last episode of Luke Skywalker just being badass was phenomenal. But me and Tammy and we finished watching WandaVision 2 weeks ago.
It's funny. I did watch it. I kept, you kept on me. Hey, you got to watch this. My buddy Cable, who you know very well.
Right.
You got to watch this. You got to watch this. I'm like, yeah, okay. But
it was
actually, no, I watched it. I loved it. Actually, my wife watched it too. Right. She watched it. She doesn't watch it any Marvel at all. Right. And then after we were done, right, she wanted to watch the rest of the movies, which at first I was like, oh man, that's for me and my boys, but whatever. I'm sure we'll get into it. But anyway, she's a huge I Love Lucy fan, right? So I think that's what drew her in, right?
I think it was the comedy aspect in the first couple episodes, the sitcoms of that 50 genre that carried over.
Yeah, which like I said, that's what kind of drew her in. But I didn't realize. I thought it was going to all be in that era, right? But no, they go through.
I thought so too.
Yeah, they go through all of the sitcom eras. I think up until Modern Family, right? Or maybe even beyond that.
I was never a Modern Family guy. I don't watch too much network TV.
I mean, I just know enough to know that the one show closest to the end was based off of Modern Family, like the way that they do like the talking at the camera.
Well, that was
the interview.
The early episodes was like Dick Van
Dyke.
Yeah,
I Love
so
Lucy.
Your other half would like that. And then Tammy, we always watch stuff downstairs, so in the Triple B Bar and Grill, mind you.
Right.
And she always likes Marvel anyway. So, but it was more the sitcom, which I didn't think they would actually do that, but they interwoven it, and script wise, they did a phenomenal job. But,
yeah. So tell me your thoughts on this, Bob's. Like, okay, first of all, where does it take place in the Marvel universe?
Well, to me, it's partially of the House of M, which actually, surprisingly, I don't have that comic book where Scarlet Witch whispered no more mutants and there was no more mutants. I don't have that book. And I go, how can I don't have that book? I don't know what I was doing. I must have been partying or something and forgot to go to the comic book store.
Well, good luck getting it now.
Yeah. Well, I do have West Coast Avengers. I have that whole series. So I actually do have the first appearance of the White Vision. Now, the original Vision, I was just checking today, and the prices are like $500 or more for a good copy. So
explain White Vision to me, right? We all know what happened, right? Vision, White Vision. Well, they're face to face. What happened there?
Well, he was actually, to me, the Vision from inside Westview actually got into, because the White Vision had no emotion. But see, realistically, Mav, the Vision in the comic book is patterned after Simon Williams, which was Power Man, who passed away in Avengers #9. He came to. He's Simon Williams, so he took his brains, and that's what the Vision actually had. But when he got disassembled, he didn't have Simon Williams' brain patterns, and he turned into the White Vision in West Coast Avengers. And he was real melancholy, and he wasn't lively, and he didn't have a soul. You know what I mean? Like one of the greatest issues in comic books and Avengers, even when an android could cry, he had a little tear because he was. But Ultron actually made him in a comic book, but in the movies, it was Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. So
okay, so in your opinion, I have a couple questions here.
Okay,
but in your opinion, is this it, or is there going to be more WandaVision?
I heard through speculation they might, but realistically, at the end when she was at the cabin in the mountains,
that was my second question. What was going on there?
She was reading the book of Darkhold, which Darkhold was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Darkhold is the evil, demonic possession in Marvel Universe. And when she was, she hurt her kids. So realistically, in the comic book, her kids do become real people in the comic book. So they are going. I think she's going to go.
Is she searching for them in another dimension? Is that what she was doing there?
She's going to be in. Yeah. She's reading the book, and then she heard the kids, and then that stopped, and then that's going to go right into Doc Strange, the movie Doc Strange. Whenever that happens, and this whole multi-universe Marvel movie universe is going to be exploded like no other. I mean,
right?
It's coming. I think next year. I think.
Okay, so this is going to kind of lead into the first thing of the next Marvel.
She's going to go mad probably because she turns bad. Like in the comic book, she fucking killed She killed like second Ant-Man, Jack of Hearts. She went ballistic and she just went crazy. So I think she destroyed the Avengers Mansion. So I don't know if they'll go like that way. But the only thing that pissed me off about WandaVision is I really do like that Quicksilver character from Fox.
I was going to get into that.
And I can't. And they made him Richard Boner like that.
Yeah,
pissed me off.
But you know why they did that?
I know.
Right? You get why they did. It actually made sense to me. Though you're right, I like the other Quicksilver. But yeah, I mean. They had this. Okay, they said that there was going to be a big reveal that was as big as the Mandalorian's Luke Skywalker coming back.
It didn't happen to me.
Was it Quicksilver or was it White?
It wasn't anybody.
But it wasn't.
I thought it was going to be Doc Strange or Magneto. Neither one showed up.
I thought Doc Strange.
And I was watching all that stuff on YouTube like a comic book geek, and I feel unsatisfied.
Okay. So overall grade for WandaVision.
Oh, I mean, a thumbs up. It was great. Like Friday nights, boom. I mean, right now it was a break, and right now it's Falcon Winter Soldier, and I haven't even seen that yet, so I'm excited for that.
And that's the next subject there, Bubs. Let's just tie into that. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about with WandaVision.
No, it was great. I was impressed with both of their acting, and the Olsen girl is way better than her sisters. You know what I mean? Full House ain't got nothing on that, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. So, okay, next. Let's get into our next topic here within the BVR segment. So we're talking about Bucky and Falcon. What are we expecting here? What do you think?
I don't know.
Came out today. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I didn't get a chance to watch it either. It's going to be more – Baron Zemo is going to be a badass, and I believe he's going to be introducing with Jenna Ross the Thunderbolts, which is a comic book based in Marvel, where all the Marvel superheroes were gone, and then all the bad guys turned good and was disguised as good guys, and then they finally come out bad, but then they had redemption because they were so good they liked that kind of lifestyle. I almost have that whole series. So
is this going to tie into the next generation of Marvel as well?
Could be, and Thunderbolts will probably be a Disney Plus show. But everything that's Disney Plus is going to be incorporated into the movies, and they got movies. I want to see all these movies quick. This is what I want, but that COVID did not help a lot of the stuff because Black Widow hasn't been released yet. So they're going to have
soon. They are releasing it. They decided to release it.
I know, but I don't know if it should have been released before.
It was
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
There was talks actually that they were going to actually postpone it again.
Oh my!
But they didn't.
I hope not.
So they are going to release it finally. So but go ahead.
No, I just think this is going to be a lot of stuff, and it might incorporate maybe Easter eggs, maybe a Wolverine, maybe I'm not sure. So they have something up their sleeve. Kevin Feige knows what he's doing.
You damn right he does.
Yeah, better than that fucking Kathleen Kennedy bitch. But anyway. Yeah, I can't stand her, Mav. I hate her.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy. I mean,
I hate her.
She's not in charge anyway. I mean, she is, but she isn't.
I hate
her.
She destroyed. She destroyed.
We'll get into that another time.
I know.
Probably not this one, but we'll get into it. We both have our thoughts on that.
She irritates me, but this show is going to be good. And then after, I think it's 6 to 8 weeks. Because WandaVision was 9 episodes, they're only doing one a week, and then they're going to take probably a week in the middle off, and it's going to go right into Loki, And I have no clue because Loki's going to be dealing with time jumping. He's going to have the time cops that appeared in Thor in the Thor comic book. So, and Owen Wilson's going to be like a time cop, and that's about all I know. But
Where does this take place? Where's this?
In different times. He's going to be jumping around. You know, that character, the Loki character, is one of the greatest villains in Marvel Studios. But to me, the greatest villain of Marvel is the Kingpin on Daredevil series. And I think they're going to bring him back. So, and that's for discussion for later on. But I think the Marvel stuff is so good, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad Loki's done, porking Taylor Swift and is ready to work again. So
I didn't know is that what he was doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I liked him in King Kong. I don't know.
No. He's a good actor. I like him a lot. I think he was dating Taylor Swift, but then again, who hasn't?
I haven't. I don't want to.
And no disrespect, I love Taylor Swift. So
do you?
Yeah, I like. Yeah. You don't like looking at Taylor Swift?
No. She's not. I don't think she's that attractive. I love blondes.
She's a blonde.
She's not that kind of blonde. I like blondes.
I know what kind of blondes you like.
I ain't good. They're lying there, but I just don't like her sappy ass music. I don't like that.
I didn't say anything about music, brother. But anyway, all right. So what else you been watching, man?
Well, I've been watching. Since I got HBO Max, real quick, I've been watching Titans. I got season 2 done. Now Titans is DC because DC's added on HBO Max, and Titans is
convince me.
Well, it's a little bit mature. Like I said, where can you watch? Listen to this. Where can you watch Robin kill people and bang chicks?
So this is it on HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
That's where you can see it.
Finds his teammates, and then you can't piss where you eat anyway. So he does it, and then he has the Titans Towers. It's a little bit more hardcore. Like there is killing. It's brutal. Like the fight scenes are brutal. They have 2 seasons. So I don't know when the 3rd season's coming, but it was pretty good. It could have been a little better, but just to see Robin say the F word and kill people.
This is DC.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't expect too much.
Well, DC shows, TV shows are a little better than Marvel's. I did like the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and also DC's animated stuff is better than Marvel's. But also, too, I'm watching right now Doom Patrol.
Okay. So what's that all about?
Well, Doom Patrol, I believe, it's a misfit team, just like that's their version of the X-Men. They got their leader is in a wheelchair like Xavier. They call him the Chief. They got Brandon Fraser is like a big robot. And first episode, the first 5 minutes, he's banging his nanny. He's a race car driver. And then you got, like I said, you got the chick that was on 2.5 Men. They used to bang Charlie Sheen. She's like some old actress. And then she just melts away and shit. She gets all crazy. And then they have Cyborg. And then they have a guy who's a homosexual back in the wrapped up in bandages. And yeah, so I mean it's fucked up. But hey, I got HBO Max, so I mean it's not bad, Mav. It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, maybe I have to give it a shot.
If you got nothing better to do.
I mean, when I have time, Are these new shows, or how many seasons are these?
Titans are 2. They're going to be filming with HBO Max. Doom Patrol, I'm on episode 12, season 1. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's something different. It's superhero stuff, so, I kind of dig it.
For sure. Awesome. Okay. So anything else you want to go over show-wise?
No, that's pretty good besides the typical wrestling, which we'll get into that. I mean, I did watch this one thing on Netflix that was messed up about some lady that takes advantage of old people, but I'm glad that bitch got what she deserved, though. So, I mean, I can't remember the name, but it was not a good, that just gave me chills.
Was it a documentary?
No, it was a regular movie. It was it was about a lesbian couple that took advantage of older people and was warded a state, and it had the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So
Peter or
yeah,
something. Yeah, I don't
and she went in and she bought off her doctor, gave her like clients of old people, and they pinpointed they were criminals, really. And then they picked this old lady, and they picked the wrong old lady because she was in the Russian mafia. And it's messed up, man. But she got what she deserved, though. I hate to
Doesn't
say it,
sound
though.
like something you would watch, but
No,
hey,
sometimes I was
cool.
like, yeah.
You branch out a little bit.
Sometimes I like a lot of comedies though. But yeah, that was like the last movie I've seen really. And then I'm waiting
Mm.
for I'm gonna watch the Justice League thing sometime, maybe this week. When we're doing this recording. But it's 4 hours long, so I could hit pause and
Not
go
how
take
long
a
it
piss.
is.
Yeah, it's long as hell from what I hear.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
4 hours in the movie theater is crazy, man. Hey,
Well, what's going on there, real
I
quick?
don't know. That's the Snyder cut where he adds everything in
Okay.
because he cut everything
Gotcha.
out. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's get into our next segment. Segment
Okay.
number 2. This one's gonna be fun, right? I
Okay.
told you
Oh,
we were
hopefully
gonna
the
add some
segment's fun.
we were gonna add some fun, right? This one's called the shoot. Okay. So
Okay.
this is how this is gonna work. Now, I gave you the run sheet. You knew we were gonna do this, but I didn't give you the names.
You did not
Okay.
give me any
So
of those.
I'm going to um, give you a list of names one at a
Okay.
time. And I
Okay.
want you to say the first thing that pops into mind. It can be a one-liner or just the first thing that pops into mind.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
now, like I said, this
We have
isn't gonna.
attorneys
I
for
mean,
this?
this could be people we might know. This could be actors, actresses,
Okay.
and if sports, whatever. So just
Okay.
random from the top of my
Okay.
head.
All right.
All right. Okay, Gina Corona.
Awesome. Strong.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree. I like Gina. I thought in the Mandalorian she was total
I could have
badass.
said badass. Could have said badass because she is.
She is legit badass.
Yeah.
She's easy on the eyes too. I think Italian. Whew, yeah. But I was expecting a little more from you, but we can move on.
That's okay. Well, you said I try to make it. I don't want to get long-winded.
Yeah. No, I get it, but
Okay.
that's fine. We can move
Okay.
on. Okay. Here we go. Tom Brady.
Fucking sucks.
Does he? Does he
But,
really?
Okay. Steelers.
He's a guy we love to hate.
He killed. Okay. This is going to be longer in 3 words. He killed my hopes and dreams in 2 AFC Championship games. The only time we're going to have to deal with him if we ever get to that big game. And this year he proved everybody why he's good. But he had a good team around him. I don't like him, but he's a winner.
Is he the GOAT?
Well, during this time, and nobody's going to win more Super Bowls than him. Boy, that was 3 words. That was 3 words times 12. It's just at this time, it's a passing league. Tom Brady couldn't survive in the 70s and early 80s. I don't think so. But
But he didn't rely on passing as much this year. He had an army of running backs that he could have used. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They had a great defense.
They were balanced,
Yeah.
right? But is he the GOAT? You think he's the GOAT?
Joe Montana.
Okay. All right. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Ron Jeremy.
Oh, he's a legend. But he's in jail because he.
Is he? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You didn't know?
No, I'm fucking in the dark about everything.
That's okay. He was the ugliest motherfucker you ever seen that had love. He made love to some sweet women. They don't call him the hedgehog for nothing. Quick story. I was down in Delaware with my boys, and we were on vacation, and some girl, because I had a Hawaiian shirt on, and she's like talking to my buddy Fabe.
Oh, God, don't tell me.
Oh, yeah. Bumped him. It's like, hey. And she was hot. Hey, is that Ron Jeremy? And he fucking told me. I started laughing, and I go, holy fuck, Fabe. If a hot girl like that knew who Ron Jeremy was, it's worth buying her a shot. So I bought her a shot.
But she thought you were Ron Jeremy?
She thought I was Ron Jeremy.
Well,
yeah. And my buddy Lamort gave me an autographed picture of Ron Jeremy, but I was pissed off and I ripped it up. But he's in jail now, so he's probably watching where he's taking a piss at now.
It's
Yeah, he assaulted.
Because I honestly don't know.
Yeah, he assaulted some women, sexual assault. Yeah.
What the hell's he need to do that for?
I don't know.
He's paid to do that shit. What the hell's he got to? Whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, so we might as well move on to the next one.
Okay.
Wee Herman, what do you got?
Oh, don't get caught in a movie theater.
Is him and Ron Jeremy in the same cell?
Well, but he came back though. He has redemption though. He's still doing some stuff. You know, he just got caught. I don't know why he just didn't do it in his own house. I don't know. I mean, boy, this guy's here, man. Woo, this is.
He was watching too much Ron Jeremy.
He must have been. Or he was hanging out with Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, or one or the other.
One or the other. Well, this podcast is off the charts, man. This first time. This is good stuff.
Okay, Chuck Norris.
Oh, he's a badass. He's like 80-some years old now.
Yeah, he's still
He pushes.
Still can do that roundhouse kick, right?
As a push-up, man, he holds the ground. He holds earth.
I was waiting for one of the Chuck Norris jokes. Thank you.
I
knew you'd pick up on that.
Missing in action. When he was missing in action, he was hung upside down, and the Viet Cong put a bag over his head. They put a fucking rat in the bag. Chuck Norris bit the rat. Missing in action. One. Missing in action one. Watch it, people. Yeah. And Chuck Norris's greatest movie, Mav, Lone Wolf McQuade.
Okay.
Good movie.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of David Carradine.
You're so happy about that.
I love Lone Wolf McQuade. I'm Lone Wolf McQuade when I don't get fully staffed at work. So if you ever see my memes when I put Lone Wolf McQuade, it's a rib, people.
Well, anybody follows you on social media. Well, first of all, I can't even keep up. I don't I hate Facebook. But if anybody follows you, I'll catch it every once in a while. But if there's a method to this man's madness, I promise you. It's usually a shoot. So we're calling this the shoot. So anyway, moving on. We're going to move on to another Chuck. A Chuck that you might like a little bit better. Chuck Noll, what do you got for me?
The greatest Steeler coach and the greatest coach of all time. I love Chuck.
Okay, so my next one on the list is another Steelers coach, Bill Cowher. What do you got for me?
Cowher Power. Spent too much time with Cordell Stewart. And we could have had a little bit more championships, I believe.
Okay. All right. You're a Chuck Noll guy, though.
I am
for sure.
Guy. Yeah, I grew up in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my sister running on training camp and getting Chuck Noll's autograph. Mike Kelly ran the whole way across and got Chuck Noll's autograph because
was she a fan or she do it for you?
No, she was. Oh, my sister's a big Steeler fan, big Mean Joe Green fan. Because when we were younger, when we were little kids, I was hitting kids out of the way to Mean Joe Green. He put his fucking arm on my shoulder. Hey, kid, hey, knock it off. I was like, oh, Mr. Green, my sister's a real big fan.
Well, let me just say this. You're notorious for that. This isn't the first time you've done something like that.
No.
We've seen this man push little kids out of the way to meet the Big Show and get his picture with them. Twinsies, by the way. Just smaller. But
I feel like I could have been his long-lost brother if they would have did that storyline. I could have got my ass.
Like Undertaker and Kane, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Brothers of Destruction at the kitchen table.
Like twins, Danny DeVito and
I would have been Danny DeVito, yeah.
But anyway, we have seen Bubba push kids out of the way to get his picture with the Big Show. True story. Anyway, moving on. One more Steeler for you. This one, I'm letting you go a little bit deeper. Ben Roethlisberger.
Hall of Famer. I've been a big Ben fan his whole career with Pittsburgh. But when we get to our Steeler stuff, his arm, man, didn't last. It didn't last. And that Cleveland game, he has all the records.
It wasn't just the Cleveland game. It was before that, but
I was at Cincinnati game and the Washington Redskin game.
We'll get into it, but
I know, but he's going to Canton. He's a Hall of Famer going to Canton, and I will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen his first because I went to the home opener because I was a season ticket holder and Tommy Maddox was in. Went down, Ben come in. I bought my jersey. I got a 15-year-old or 18. Well, no, it's 18. But my jersey's 18 years old. It's fucking beat. I have another one.
So, all right. Well,
we're going to be hurt.
Did he or did he not have sexual relations with that woman?
Oh, man. She wanted
I'm
to
just messing.
Oh,
we're moving on.
Well,
Hometown turf.
His wife's
we're
hot,
move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next segment,
which is
our sports segment. I told you I was going to keep you on track, my brother.
Oh, you do. You do, brother.
So, yes, we're going to move on to sports section. We're calling this one Hometown Turf.
Hometown Turf.
Hometown Turf.
Ooh,
so first things first, Steelers season recap. Okay, so this is interesting.
Okay.
We all know what happened.
We do.
Steelers went 11-0. What happened?
We do. The wheels fell off the cart, and that was the worst 11-0 team. I mean, I was going for the ride. It was scary, and I was just loving it because I'm a typical Yinzer that has to have my week vicariously goes if they win or lose, which is terrible and sad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, the Skins game, the Skins defense was good. But honestly, I'm not a big Tomlin fan, and he loses focus on the team. And they were running the ball the first 5 games. They were getting 100 yards. Now they couldn't run for shit. And I know Ben wanted to throw, but you got to keep like you got me on these segments, and you got me like corralled. You got to corral Ben too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know I can be whatever, but you have to keep him whatever. And and getting hurt on defense didn't help. You don't lose 2 linebackers the same position in a year, you know. I mean,
do you think Ben can be reined in though? That's the problem.
No,
I mean he's gotten 2 of his buddies fired. He got Arians and Fichtner both fired. Both guys he really liked. Right.
Speaking of Arians, though, Arians has a better career than Mike Tomlin, and I didn't want Arians as an offensive coordinator, and I had to eat crow. He won the NFL Coach of the Year twice and a Super Bowl, and Tomlin hasn't done diddly. But everybody loves Tomlin. I do not like Tomlin. I don't. I think he loses focus, and I think he's a rah-rah guy. But you know what? And they're like, well, Bubba, who do you think you can get? Look, before we knew who Mike Tomlin was, he was a secondary coach at Tampa Bay. You're telling me that we couldn't find somebody else? They can't find somebody else anywhere? But I'm going to catch a lot of slack for that because people like Tomlin.
Well, this is your show, and freedom of speech. I just don't think I don't hate Tomlin.
I don't hate him either. I just think he just had all that talent, and he couldn't get 10 years. We couldn't get shit in the playoffs. That Cleveland game was fucking terrible. Like, I understand, hiking the ball over Ben's head, and Ben's not going to try to, kick the ball out of bounds for 2 points. Like, down 28. I mean, I couldn't comprehend. That was the worst playoff game I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But Ben almost threw for 500 yards, and then Tomlin in the second half, 4th and 1, he didn't even try for it. Like, why didn't you? You're in the playoffs. You got to try.
Well, the thing of it is, this year, didn't they have somebody in place to be advising him on some of this stuff?
Well, I don't know where he was at because it wasn't me. Because if it was me, I'd have smacked him in the back with a clipboard and said, "Look, but it's a shame we can't get 1 yard, though." Derek Watts, we got him a fullback, can't even get 1 yard.
Here's the thing, I think,
or more.
We're a little spoiled in Pittsburgh because, used to for that matter, is because we've had coaches like Chuck Noll and Bill Coward, and they weren't players coaches, right? They were not. They were in your face. You do what I say.
Yeah.
Right. So whenever you have somebody like Mike Tomlin comes in, the people in Pittsburgh aren't used to that style.
He had a reign on AB for as long as he did.
No. You know why he had a reign on AB? Because they had a mutual thing. There was a mutual thing there. And then you seen what AB did. He went even worse. He went really off the deep end after he left the Steelers.
Yeah.
So there was he did have a reign on AB, but like I said, there was a mutual.
But he got a ring.
You know.
He got a
Yeah,
ring.
I mean it's one of those things. They just he could relate. They could relate to each other in some sense, but
yeah.
I don't know.
What a shame. All that talent, the Killer Bees. Oh, the Killer Bees are jumping Jim Brunzell and beat Brian Blair for me. They never won a championship either.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's a wrestling tag team, people. If you didn't know that, no.
But here's the thing. Tomlin, like I said, he does win. He just doesn't win the big one. He does win.
Nope. You can't get through. We're always a bridesmaid. Can't beat New England. Now we can't even beat Cleveland in the playoffs. So,
but they do have winning records, so it's enough to keep his job, I guess. So
right. And I was just happy they got in the playoffs, but I didn't want to see that happen.
But 11-0, man. And then
I know.
when Ben's arm went, they had no other option. They had no running game, nothing.
It's like
and this kills me. Look at this. Right here, baby. Right here. Look. Yeah. Okay, James Conner. You're killing me, man. You're killing me, bro.
He's not. Well, speaking of James Conner, nobody even wants him because of free agency. He's not even been offered anything. Great story. He's not. I don't know what happened.
Somebody will get him. Somebody will get him via injury. Yeah, even if it's like a couple games in, somebody will get him, because they have an injury or something. Who knows? He might be Steeler again.
Oh, maybe.
Hometown
price. Hometown turf.
It kills me, brother. I
know.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, next topic. Big Ben's return. Were you in favor of him returning or not?
Well, for me, yeah, because I got a lot of Big Ben merchandise.
Besides that, do you think he?
Yes,
you think he could
yes, okay. Because he couldn't go out on that note. I mean, Pouncey went out on that note, and his body was just ravaged. Ben's a competitor, and hopefully he can get a playoff. We just get to the playoffs and then try to get a win. All that talent and shooting blanks. So, yeah, I mean, there's nobody else. We're not going to get a quarterback in the draft.
No,
and Mason Rudolph.
Not a good one.
Not a good one, no. So, next year, maybe. This year, just ride with him. But he's going to have to, quit. He's going to have to get in shape.
I don't think he was in terrible shape last year.
No.
He doesn't put. Here's the thing. Big Ben's Big Ben. You take the good with the bad. He's one of those guys. He's like a Brett Favre, right?
Right.
He's gonna sling it up there. He's gonna throw interceptions. You take good with bad. Thing of it is with Big Ben, he never was a fitness guy ever, right? I have a buddy of mine that he on the side he delivers for Grubhub, right? And he delivers ice cream to Big Ben's house. Okay, look, listen.
Oh, okay.
Big Ben is never going to be a fitness guy. I think he got in better shape, but he's not going to be 5 miles a day in the gym lifting iron.
He's not Tom Brady watching what he eats and having a nutritionist and a cook. And
yeah, but he's also not wearing skinny jeans and wearing lipstick either. But anyway,
that's true too. Well, that's good.
Here's the thing. You know what I mean? You take the good with the bad with Ben. I agree with you though. I was in favor of bringing him back. They don't have another solution, and I would love to have the Jerome Bettis season and just get one more with Big Ben.
I know. I agree with you on that. We got to get that division. Our division's tough.
I'll be honest with you. I love watching Ben compete. He's the toughest son of a bitch ever. I mean, you've seen the nose, right?
Sure.
Nose plastered across his face. The guy's tough as hell. He's broken everything, right? For this team. Give him one more year. Show respect. Give him one more year. They did. Thank goodness.
Yes.
I was in support of that. I don't know what to expect. I think he's going to try like hell, and I think he's going to rally the team. And I think, I'm hopeful, but I'm not.
Well,
I don't expect a Super Bowl.
Well, the thing is, though, free agency is upon us, and Pittsburgh
We've done nothing.
Steelers. We haven't done anything, and Pittsburgh Steelers defense are dropping off. You got Mike Hilton going to Cincinnati. What the hell? I know we weren't going to pay Bud Dupree. Okay, that's fine. Bud Dupree got in his last couple of years, he was getting good. Highsmith is going to be very good, I believe. But we got 4 Steeler defensive people gone from last year. And now, as of today, Steven Nelson wants to be traded for Pittsburgh. Like, today was for the first time to have the Triple B experience. Like, we got more Steelers stuff going on than you can shake a stick at. But yep. Juju did sign today.
He did.
He did. Took
1 year.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. He can TikTok all he wants. Just catch the goddamn ball. And I don't care anymore because that's the way those kids are. I'm an old man. Social media is what's going to be what it is. There's nothing you can do. Chase Claypool is going to be the same way. Receivers are all divas. He signed it, and I believe he signed it because he wanted to play with Ben because the Ravens were looking at him. And like I said before the show, Kansas City doesn't have an offensive line. I don't know where Kansas City is going to be, even though Patrick Mahomes is $500 million. You don't have a line. He was running for his life in the Super Bowl. So,
and in all honesty, the Chiefs' job would have been pretty damn tempting because he knew he'd have been with a competitor. But he did the honorable thing. He signed with Pittsburgh for 1 year.
Sure.
Maybe that buys him time to relieve some of the cap, and then he can end up staying here.
He's only like 1.6 or 1.8 against the cap anyway.
But it's $8 million deal, but I don't know how that works exactly.
I don't either. I'm not good in math. I never was. I just blow money like it's water.
but
also too, we got BJ Finney signed. We signed Zach Banner, our offensive line. I don't know, man. It's just
we're not making any big moves. I can tell you that.
We lost Tyson Aluela. He went back to Jacksonville, so we lost some key components on that defense, even reserve or starters. So our defense is not going to be the same. And this Steven Nelson wanting to trade to get out of Pittsburgh, there's something in the woodshed and on the stove that I don't know what's going to happen after this podcast. What's going to happen with that? But hey, we signed Cam Sutton. Now he's definitely going to be starting. So I don't know. Like this off season, we don't have any money, Mav. We're poor.
Nope.
We're going to Dollar General or the dollar store to try to get players. It ain't going to work. I mean, you got the Patriots,
Brother, we're not even going there. We're hitting the flea market.
Flea market. Goodwill.
Yep.
Goodwill.
Something ain't right. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. We'll talk probably more about draft and look into that further, closer. Trust me, we'll get into that. But it's damn sure going to get interesting.
Yes,
so we know what happened to the Steelers. Kansas City Chiefs and the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, end up in the Super Bowl. What's your take?
Not an exciting Super Bowl. Like I said,
the commercials got better.
I didn't think Beavis and Butthead was on, but I think Patrick Mahomes is running for his life because they lost both starting tackles, and that was the major thing of the Super Bowl. And Tom Brady won, and that now it's over. Brown got a ring. Gronk got a ring. So it is what it is. Bruce Arians is better than Tomlin. Simple facts. I'm eating crow on that because I wanted him out of Pittsburgh because he never used his offensive genius he was getting Ben killed. But now So hey, I can eat crow. I'm not always right. So
well, you know Steelers and they keep their coaches. I admire that in some ways, right? But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, moving on to our lovable losers, Pittsburgh Pirates. What do you got?
I got my prediction because I can't. It's too early. My prediction is not going to be good. They got rid of everybody, and it's not worth talking about too much. But I am a Pirate fan. I always been a Pirates fan, and it just sickens me that Bob Nutting is a jackass and won't spend no money. But we all go down there and spend $12 on a hot dog and $15 for nachos. You know what I mean? And we watch Bay City Rollers on a Saturday night with the fireworks. So my prediction is going to be 60 games. 60.
How many?
62 games they'll win.
Okay, well that was going to be mine.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. 60. You know what? I'll go 64.
Okay, so you're optimistic, right? Yeah. So mine was 62. You're 64. So the USA Today is predicting that they win 57.
Holy hell!
They're in the ballpark with us, not too far off. So
Wow.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It
We'll be bitching about them every show, I guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, can you name 5 players off their roster? Can you name me 3?
Manny Sanguian.
My brother. Yeah.
Yeah. I got Greg Polanco. And I got
Snell or
hold on. Well, no.
I don't know.
Wait, who's the catcher
Frazier.
now?
They picked up Frazier.
Frazier. Yes.
Yeah.
And Cole Tucker.
Cole Tucker. Yeah.
Cole
yeah.
Tucker.
He's the most marketable guy they got
because he got long
and
hair.
He's not even proven.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
5. I would spell that miserably.
I'm saying in the 60 to 64 range, but I'm going to go with 62. So
okay, I'll go 64.
So
right on.
Okay.
Woo.
All right, my man. So we're on to segment number 4.
Woo.
Okay.
I love these.
Are you ready? This one is called Would You Rather. So it's either going to be a would you rather statement or an either or type of thing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So would you rather see Ben Roethlisberger win one more Super Bowl in his final season, right? You're guaranteed, say he comes back, he wins it, right? Would you rather see that and then have the Steelers lose for the next 20 years? Or would you rather not have Ben win and take your chances on the next 20 years with no guarantees of winning a Super Bowl?
Oh, my God. That's hard.
So you're going to give up 20 years for one, or are you going to forget about Ben's last season, riding off in the sunset and take your chances on the next 20 years and possibly win as many Super Bowls or maybe win none?
Ooh.
What do you think? What would you do?
Wow. That's a
tough
good
question.
One. Yeah, it is tough. You know what, though? I'm fucking crazy. I'm going with Ben winning it, and I'll spend 20 years just basking in the glory of him winning it for 20 years. I'll be like, boom!
Yeah.
And Roethlisberger winning it.
So when's the last time they won one again? Whoa. How many years ago?
2009.
2009?
2009, 2008. They beat the Cardinals. 2009, 2010.
So
it was 2009 season, but it was 2010.
So we're over halfway there anyway. So what's another,
Yeah. I'll take it.
I would be tempted to see one more, and I'd like to see Ben just take.
Those are hard. You're going to do this segment all the time. You're going to kill me.
I plan on it.
Those are hard questions there.
We'll see. Okay, so next one: X-Wing or TIE Fighter?
Oh, TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighter. Okay. See, that's tough for me.
They can spin around,
especially the new, like the the new movies.
Mandalorian, yeah.
I mean,
the last 3 movies sucked. Mandalorian blew all the 3 away. I don't care how much money they made. People wanted to see it because of Star Wars. It sucked. Killing Solo, it's terrible. Making Luke Skywalker a pansy.
Let's get into that another time.
I know. Sorry, I get off. That's why you're here.
This is good chat, though. This is something. Take a note. We'll put it on the next run sheet.
What you want to hear, people? Get a hold of Mav.
That's right. I love me some Star Wars, so we'll definitely make that a topic of discussion. Okay. So for me, I'm gonna have to say, oh man, I'm gonna have to go. Ooh, that's tough, bro. I'm gonna just go with X-Wing. I love Hill. Like I'm drawn towards that. I love that. But I always seem to do the right thing, so I'm gonna have to go with the light side. So I have a guilty conscience.
Okay, I'm gonna
go with that.
I am the dark side. Hey, Empire Strikes Back is my greatest movie. Just so you know.
Well, hey, don't blow all our content here. We could have used that.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
I'll talk about that all the time.
No, I know.
That's the only movie where the bad guys win because the good guys got beat. But anyway.
It's definitely one of mine too. So anyway, okay. Who would win a fight? A legit fight. Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Stallone.
I think so too. And I'm a Rambo guy. I love Rocky.
Yeah. Here's my
Rockies are
friend.
some of
Hey,
my
oh,
favorite.
hey, Arnold. Well, I can't. Well, I'll try. Hey, oh, hey. No, that's not. I'm not very good at this.
You got to
Yeah,
bring out your inner Italian stallion, brother.
well, if I was drinking, I could. Arnold, looks good, but Stallone's life was a lot harder than. Well, it probably was a lot harder than Schwarzenegger's.
Probably.
I think. Yeah, yeah, Stallone.
But
Hey Arnold, I'll beat you up. Hey,
that's good. That was
that
a good
good?
one. Yeah,
Hey
that was
Mick,
good.
cut me, Mick. Uh, that's all I got. I have to watch it.
But I love Rocky, all of them.
All
Even 5.
25 of them.
Yeah, well, they were all good. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Even Creed, they were good. Just okay. And then I was always a big Rambo guy. Even as a little kid,
I like Predator though.
I was in freaking preschool and I was dressed up as Rambo for like 2 years in a row. I don't know. I don't know what it was me,
Well,
Rambo.
I actually, I was a younger and a skinnier kind of Bubba. Before I was Bubba, I was JR. And my hair was long. And people thought I looked like a young Stallone. I was skinny and I had the eyes. I'm a good looking son of a bitch, man. Now I'm just heavy. I'm like, I'm like Stallone in Copland. Yeah, Copland. Heavy. Eat the donuts.
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, oh god.
And all right. So, would you rather have who would you rather have? Wolverine or Deadpool join the Marvel universe?
Wolverine.
Wolverine, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But I think Deadpool's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
He
think
is
they both
coming.
coming eventually. But
They're both coming.
what
Yeah.
what that'll look like, I don't know.
Uh, well, it won't be Hugh. I don't
No,
think so.
I don't know if there'll be one
And
better,
actually,
but
in the comic book, Wolverine is not very big. He's not supposed to be very big. Like in the movies, he's 6'2". In the comic book, he's only supposed to be like in his 5 something.
no, he just got to look the part. That's all, like as far as like facial, you know what I mean?
Right. They're both coming. I don't know who's coming first, but I'll take Wolverine.
Okay, me too. Me too. Okay. This is would you rather party with Red Skull or Ultron?
I'm going to party with Ultron because I don't want to party with any Germans, and I'm German, but I don't want to party with the Red Skull because it'll be bad. Yeah, no, I'm not
I
into
feel you.
I'm not into fascism.
Yeah.
So and a
I was
dictatorship.
gonna say I'm
So
a huge Captain Marvel or a Captain America guy, but I have to agree with you.
yeah, Ultron can stir the drinks with his finger because it's metal, and if it's cold, your drinks will be colder. I just thought that up. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know if you and I have ever had this conversation, but we're gonna get to
Okay,
the bottom of it right now. Team Iron Man or Team Captain America?
Captain America,
Me too. High
always,
five
always
on
have
that.
to.
Same, same. Okay. If you had to pick one and only one to watch for the rest of your life, I mean, Star Wars or Marvel? I mean, I'm talking if you pick Star Wars, no more Marvel comic books, no more movies, nothing. Said vice versa.
Ooh,
You
ah,
see, I, it's
well,
not often
let's
you're speechless.
yeah, let's put it this way. I will go with Marvel if they make the Incredible Hulk the Incredible Hulk.
Okay, so
Yeah.
explain that a little bit.
Well, because the Incredible Hulk is my favorite character, so they have to make him, you know what I mean, like not Professor Hulk in the End Game, which was ridiculous. They did have a Professor Hulk in the comic books, but also too, I mean, they got it. I liked Ed Norton than Mark Ruffalo. That's just me. So if they made the Hulk, if they ever did a Planet Hulk and they did it right, I
Mm.
don't think yeah. I, I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Vader, and I love Star Wars, but the Marvel universe is so vast.
Yeah. So you're gonna go with Marvel?
Yes. I've been a Marvel fan all my life too. I mean, I've been a Star Wars fan since '77, so both of them. But the Marvel universe is so vast. Like I never thought that they were going to have any movies. Definitely not a movie about the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So, I mean, look behind me. Look at that. You know, I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Star Wars. I love Marvel, but Star Wars has just always been more of my thing.
okay. Well, I'm not knocking you for that.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I
they're
mean,
both
that's
they're
a
both
hard
great.
question. That
Yeah,
was probably that was the hardest question I ever had probably in my life, or unless you're like Bubba in high school. Do you want to date that girl or that girl? Like, well, I am dating the one that I wanted in high school too. Woo!
It only took forever and a day to
I
make it
know.
happen, but it happened.
Took me decades. Believe in
Hey,
yourself, people. Dreams do come true.
see, Bubba's living proof.
Yes,
Bubba's living
that
proof.
is true.
Okay. So our next segment, we're going to get into talk wrestling right now. It's called Attacking the Mat.
Ooh, you got it. Oh, attacking the mat. Okay.
Attacking the Mat. That's what you wanted to name it, right?
Hey, yeah, I guess you liked it.
I liked it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I
Because we're attacking the mat here. We're going to talk all things wrestling now.
Aggressively attacking the mat.
That's right. And we know a thing or two about that.
Yes,
but we are going to talk a little bit. First things first, we're going to talk a little about the AEW pay-per-view that took place recently. So AEW Revolution results. Let's see, Bob. What would you grade this here? So we had a couple big things. So before you get into that,
okay,
a couple big things, notable things. Christian Cage, were you surprised?
Well, I actually did say he was coming because of what I knew who was out and about there. But really, not really excited about that. I like to see younger talent come to this company.
Yeah, I don't want them to turn into WCW all over again.
True.
So that's I'm a little fearful of that. I didn't mind Christian. I thought he was good with a tag team.
Right.
Thought he was a little bit overrated as a single star. I don't really know what he adds to AEW.
He's not outworking everybody. There is no way he can outwork Kenny Omega.
No,
I don't care.
No,
there ain't no way.
And I was surprised by it though. I was.
No, if it was Cesaro coming in, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that would be the shirt. Wrong guy, right shirt, wrong guy.
Right. Exactly. This didn't happen at the pay-per-view, but Big Show is now with AEW as well.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. Like
I didn't either. I really don't see what he adds.
The Shaq match. That's it. Him and Shaq. That's it. I tell you what, I was impressed with Shaq on that Wednesday night, though.
Wasn't bad. No, honestly, it wasn't bad. Why did they do it on Dynamite, though?
I don't know offhand because I think they already had the match. And I think, Cody was in that ladder match. Or the brass ring, the Sonic Hedgehog thing, whatever the hell that was.
I didn't think of that. That's good.
Yeah,
you're right.
I stole that from somebody else.
Which Scorpio Sky won. I think it was well deserved.
Right, but they made him heel. He beat up Darby Allin. I don't know why. I don't know.
I don't know. I would have gave it to Sky because what purpose does Darby Allin have to have that title right now? I mean, isn't the purpose to have Sting mentor him and get him to where he needs to go? If he already has a title, what do you need Sting for?
Right. And
stupid.
That match was good. That tag match was really good. I thought
it was good though.
The photography was good. Made Sting look like Sting. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks are going to be something, and they have some homegrown talent in AEW.
Yeah, I mean,
they have a lot of talent. It's just booking it right.
I don't love the cinematic stuff, but that was some of the better cinematic stuff that I've seen recently.
That was probably the best. That was way better. That was better. I like Taker and AJ Styles, but actually when they put the ring in and Sting and they used the ring, which they could have did that with Taker and Styles. I think this was probably the best one by far, and just in my opinion.
And it's a good way to handle Sting at this point. We don't want him taking a lot of bumps and stuff. So he could stop and cut and edit it, kind of like what Todd's going to have to do here. But hey, you got to make fun of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean that's probably the best way to handle Sting at this point. Honestly, I don't really care to have Sting in there either, but I know you got to have recognizable faces, but it's just you got to handle them correctly, and I don't know. But
well, I mean, I liked it. I like I said, I give it a B. But also, what would have gave it an A to me was FTR. They weren't even there. So
yeah, they weren't there,
and Sammy Guevara wasn't there.
Right.
So yeah, but now FTR will be there in all these.
Well, what do you think of the new faction?
I like it. Tully looked good. Tully's going to be the James J. Dillon. Now, Sean Spears, I don't know, but maybe he gets an opportunity. But, MJ is money.
I like
money.
MJF. I like MJF. However, I don't know if I like him in this faction. I think it's going to hinder him more than it's going to help him. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I kind of liked FTR and Sean Spears. And then if they would have just got somebody else.
They wanted Cody, but Cody didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, Wardlow, I like Wardlow, but I'd rather just see him and MJF, I think. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I'm fine with it, but it's just kind of weird.
Jericho and those guys are now faces. So,
yeah.
I mean,
right.
And Jericho's been a heel for a year, and he's going to be back touring. So, yeah. So, and Sammy Guevara is money too. So,
right.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to touch base on that women's match. Oh my goodness! Wow. Not only the one at the pay-per-view, that was stiff.
That was stiff. You and I was Japanese stiff.
Yeah, I was stiff, and then you saw the one on Dynamite. I'm assuming.
I did. Britt Baker. Thunder Rosa.
These women.
That was the best ladies hardcore match I've seen in a long time. I can't even remember.
Britt Baker. Even the match at the pay-per-view was stiff.
Yeah,
right?
That was stiff. But this was brutally stiff.
Now you comment all the time. AEW's women wrestling, and you don't like it.
Stepped it up. Well, I like Thunder Rosa though.
Yeah.
And Britt Baker turning heel was probably added to her character and add something to her now. Now she's more badass than fucking Adam Cole. So
right. Well, let's address the elephant in the room. The main event. I don't love hardcore matches per se. I never was that. I'm more a traditionalist. I love the FTRs.
I don't like hardcore matches. I like steel cage matches that have a storyline or war games. It's a storyline. These barbed wire Japanese death matches are not. I thought there's people that do them and God bless them, but I just don't. It's crazy, and Kenny Omega. I don't know why. I could see Moxley, but Omega.
Well, Omega does like that more Japanese style.
I know. So the Japanese wrestling style was good, but that hardcore shit, not for me.
I thought the match was good though.
I did too.
I thought it was good. I don't love it. I thought it would have been great if it could have ended properly.
Well,
right? How about those sparklers, right?
Well, I mean, Eddie could have drug him out of the ring and blew the fucking thing up. Yeah. Instead of covering him up and shit. And I'm like, just get him out and then blow it up. But I think
at least have the ring collapse.
But honestly, I don't know if they have enough gunpowder because it's hard to buy a lot of gunpowder anymore due to a lot of stuff. And that was somebody brought that up on probably the internet, and I didn't. That was I didn't go with that rationality, but they only probably had so much, and it was bad. That was terrible. But
they did bring some light to it on Dynamite. Yeah. They kind of joked, right? Because they said Kenny Omega built this, so it worked out. They did what they could.
Don Callis is good with Kenny Omega.
I agree.
He can talk. He's always been good.
Yeah.
He's always been good. That stuff with TNA Impact is good stuff, but there's wrestling on every night.
Yeah, there is. I don't know. I mean, the Good Brothers are fine with Kenny Omega, but then I feel like we have too many large factions now.
Too many.
Yeah. So I'm going to give it a B as well.
Okay.
However, I just want to caution AEW, not that they're listening to me, but I just want to caution them. Let's not turn into WCW.
If they are, God bless us.
Yeah, well, don't turn into WCW, please.
Yeah, WCW 2.0.
I thought they had some
I
really.
like Miro Rusev. Dude, he was badass. I think he needs to be badass and like, hey, I'm out for me, and I mean,
Yeah.
wow,
I think the storyline's kind of losing me a little bit, but I tell you what, I like him now in AEW better than I did WWE. That's
he's gonna turn. He's gonna turn on Kip Saban.
For sure. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah,
yep.
beat his living ass, and it just beat people up. Like he looks. I mean, he got something to prove if he give him the ball and let him run with it.
For sure. Okay, so I give it a B. You give it a B. We both agree there.
Yeah.
So let's get into WWE real quick here. Fastlane.
Probably. Fastlane Sunday night. Woo!
Sunday night. Okay,
on the Peacock Network. Peacock.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. The Peacock. Yeah. Yep. That's going to get interesting.
Sure
I think they really should have their ducks in a row and had all this content moved over before. But again, what do I know? I'm here with you from the outside looking in. So
okay, you're here with me. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go from the bottom up. Let's not give away.
Okay.
So what do we got? What's the first match?
I got the U.S. Championship match. Matt Riddle.
I was like, what?
Riddle. I don't even care about him. Like, I don't like him.
See, I don't mind Riddle. I liked him better in NXT.
Sure.
I think he's too much of a joke now, but you know what happens when they come up, man. That's the way it is.
Yeah, he got flip flops. Flip flops are dangerous. I know firsthand because I fell in my parents' yard. And I just don't like. I don't like it. Like, I don't like this match. But I'm going to go with Mustafa Ali because they got to put something on him.
Ah, man, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Riddle.
Okay. Woo.
Okay. What's next?
Okay. Next match, Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman.
Okay, so let me just do this. Okay.
Yeah.
We know this isn't going to be the last match that they're in.
No.
It's just going to be a start. And then WrestleMania is going to be a payoff, in my opinion. So they're gonna do this. I'm gonna say Shane's playing the heel in this. So I'm gonna say Shane's gonna take it, and the feud's not gonna end. And then they're gonna have something more extreme at WrestleMania because that's what Shane does.
Yeah,
that way so you can get attention from Daddy.
Yeah,
and
I'm taking Shane too.
Shane, yeah, and you agree it's going to go into WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they got 2 nights to fill, man.
Yeah, 2 nights with Hulk Hogan, brother, and Titus O'Neil was your host. How is that going to happen in a co-host booth? The guy goes underneath the ring, and then Hogan probably will say something stupid like, "Hey, brother." No, like I don't know. And well, he did that because he lives there. That's why.
Yeah, he lives there. So it would have made sense to be in Hollywood. But again,
it is what it is.
What do I know?
I don't know.
Okay, what do we got next?
Okay, this next lovely match here brought to you by the Triple B Experience. Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. Unless he's hooking up with her, what a match it'll be. I don't even care.
What's going to happen? It'll be some psychedelic shit going on, and it'll bring the Fiend back.
Yeah, the Fiend will.
What's going to happen?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible.
It's not going to be a match.
It's going to be. This is the third match we talked about, and crap.
Not good.
Typical WWE pay-per-view.
Yep.
Okay, I got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Be a good match. Be hardcore. Be stiff as hell, and I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Drew, I think Drew. They got to get him some momentum. Get him into WrestleMania at some point. I mean, does it make sense to have him and Bobby Lashley? I mean, at WrestleMania?
That's going to be
what else do they got? What else do they got going on? So I'm going to go with Drew. He's going to keep the momentum going.
The next match is the Intercontinental Championship match, and I'm changing my pick right now. Big E's the champ versus Apollo Crews. I'm going because I don't see any singles title. Shit. I'm going to go off the kilter here and go with Apollo Crews right now. I had Big E, but I'll go with Apollo Crews. So
I'm gonna say Big E.
Okay.
Though I can easily, I could be wrong, but I could easily see this match going to WrestleMania as well. And I can see them doing something with Apollo Crews here, giving him something at WrestleMania possibly.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go with Big E.
I'm not gonna lose sleep if I don't get any of these right.
No, me either.
Yeah.
Me either.
Okay, the Women's Tag Team Championship match: Nia Jax with Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair with Sasha Banks, Mandalorian. Woo!
That was some of her better work.
Yeah, when she took Boba Fett in the bar. Yeah, I'm going to go with new ladies tag team champions.
Me too. I think it would be really cool to see, those two being tag team champions and have that mutual respect and face each other at WrestleMania. Have Sasha and Belair, face each other being tag team champions. And I think that match is actually going to be pretty good.
I think it will
at WrestleMania. I really do.
And when we do our picks on the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast WrestleMania wrap-up, I guarantee I know who I'm picking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So the last match, the main event, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. And, of course, Roman Reigns is not going to drop the strap. So
no, I'm going to say Roman Reigns. Though, could this potentially lead into a three-way at WrestleMania, or do you think they're going to keep it Edge and Roman?
I hope not. But
I don't know. I'm obviously out of the three, I'm a bigger Daniel Bryan fan.
I am too. I'm not a.
I just don't see where he's going to fit into a mold of a three-way. I think that might be a little weird. I think I'd rather see Edge and Roman one-on-one. But I don't know if they're going to do that because they're probably going to have a one-on-one match between Lashley and McIntyre. So I don't know if they're going to, maybe they want to mix it up, make it a three-way. But I just think that would be the really, really weird three-way.
Which would be great, though, if Daniel upset him. And then it has to be a three-way.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
Anything's possible.
So
I
do think this is Roman's best work right now.
Yeah, I do too. 5 years too late.
Yeah, they pulled the gun on it too late. But better late than never. I mean, they made that mistake with Cena. Let's not do it with Reigns.
Right.
But yeah, definitely some of his better work. Though I'm going to go with Reigns, like I said.
Okay.
But it's just going to be, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. What do you do with Daniel Bryan then after this?
I don't know. Face Cesaro. I don't know. 2 out of 3 matches.
Cesaro's going with Rollins.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I'm screwed.
They started a feud, so.
Oh. Well, I hope he beats Rollins. So, I don't know. This pay-per-view is weak. I mean, it is what it is. That's why we're doing these picks.
I can't say I'm a satisfied wrestling fan, and it kills me to say that because I've always been a WWE guy. And wrestling's been a part of my life since I can remember, right? And I just can't get into WWE.
Nope. I watch it though. I watch it.
It's not even. Yeah, I watch it for stuff like this.
Yes,
but
that's why
I can't get. It's not even the pandemic at this point. It's not. No. I think if even with the fans in there, I still won't get into it.
Lazy, very lazy.
Yes, it's bad.
Lazy.
It's bad. They need to create new stars.
Yeah, well, those are our picks.
Those are
lovely picks. Woo! What an exciting pay-per-view it will be.
I'll be trying not to fall asleep. Is what
Me too. I'll probably fall asleep in a third match, probably. And then The Walking Dead, I'll probably switch over. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. So, okay. Well, that's our picks. That's our attacking the mat segment.
Attacking the mat segment. So Bubs,
Okay.
We're going to wrap things up here real quick, but I just want to go over some things that I've learned. Two things.
Okay.
Bubba looks like Big Show, Ron Jeremy, and Sylvester Stallone. And the second thing is it's Bubba's world, and we just live in it. Okay? So before we wrap it up, any plugs or shout-outs on your end?
Well, I want to talk about, I am the co-host of Fight Underground, the premier independent wrestling. Due to the COVID, we haven't been doing anything. We've been doing some taping. Now I am the host of that show for a while anyway. So it's like shooting from the hip. And also, I'm going to be a guest on Steelers Realm podcast very soon, probably in a couple of weeks. And I got 2 episodes of that where I'm going to talk about the offensive line and the linebackers, Jim Tiger and the boys. It's an honor to be a guest on that show. And if you're a Steeler fan, you should listen to it. And also, me and you here pretty soon, we're going to have the WrestleMania review with Todd, where it's the 3 of us, where we talk WWE, WrestleMania. But our next show, we're going to talk a little bit more wrestling.
Well, no, just hold on 1 second real quick. Okay. For my plugs, though, I want to plug Idiot Radio and Todd DeFazio. First off, Todd, congratulations. I am sorry that I missed your wedding. That was tough for me to do, but congratulations to both of you and your entire family. But I just wanted to plug that real quick.
Oh, it was a good reception because me and Tammy went to the bathroom and we forgot our masks. And they started making like a thing on the PA. Please wear your mask. I go, Tammy, we just got here 5 minutes and we've already effed up. And we didn't want to go. I mean, it was a great reception. Todd, thank you very much. I was honored. So, and Todd's been such a good help of getting me into these podcasting stuff. And he bust his ass. Like, I listened to the whole history of Idiot Radio and how it became to be. And I'm honored to be a part of it because some people, tried to, sway me and I was like, get the hell out of here. So, Todd, thank you. And he's going to be producing this and hopefully he's enjoying it. And then the 3 of us will be in Pittsburgh in his studio if we can, because sometimes we do this, which is good too. It depends on our scheduling because our schedules, we're all busy people.
Yeah. So hopefully, that'll wrap things up for the Triple B experience. This is Bubba. I'm Gary, and we are partners in crime.